Hey everyone, welcome back. I'm Marco.
And I'm Erica. We're so glad you're here.
Before we dive in, don't forget to hit that subscribe button.
And join us to learn English from beginner to advanced. Let's get started.
You know, when I was younger, I had this really specific image of university professors.
Oh, yeah. What was that?
Super serious people, right? Like they lived in libraries, wore tweed jackets.
Black coffee mandatory.
Totally. Black coffee, quoting Shakespeare randomly, walking really slowly with huge stacks of books, glasses sliding down the nose, the whole thing.
The classic business.
Exactly. But then, first year of university, I meet Dr. Lopez. Sneakers, played guitar, had a TikTok account that was actually popular.
Huh. Okay, yeah. So much for the tweet.
Right. It just completely shattered that whole image for me.
And that's kind of what we're doing in this deep dive, isn't it? We're trying to get past that old, maybe comforting, but, outdated stereotype.
Yeah, peel back the layers.
Exactly. To see what modern university professors are really like. And it's not just about who they are or the specifics of their job. It's about how understanding their world actually gives you, the listener, some really surprising insights, maybe even practical advantages for dealing with university life or even professional life later on.
Okay.
Our sources give us this really rich picture, lots of different angles and stories. It's fascinating stuff.
Yeah, that image I had seems almost silly now compared to the reality. The contrast is pretty stark.
It really is. Think about this scenario from our source material. Freshman, first day at NYU, big lecture hall.
Okay, nervous energy, probably.
Totally. And the professor walks in, but they're wearing jeans, a hoodie, carrying a coffee cup that says, world's okayest prof.
Okay, that's immediately different.
Right. And they start class like, hey, folks, we got cool stuff today. But first, anyone binge watch anything epic this weekend?
Wow. Yeah, that just instantly breaks the ice. And maybe any preconceived notions?
Completely. It subverts expectations right away.
And it's more than just how they dress or starting with a casual question, isn't it? It feels like their whole role has shifted.
Oh, definitely.
So what are these expanded roles in American universities? Beyond just, standing up and lecturing, what does that mean for students?
That's a really key point. Yeah. They're not just delivering information anymore, not just lecturers.
Right.
They're mentors still. That's huge. But they're also researchers, often doing really cutting-edge work.
Like in their labs or writing papers?
Exactly. An AI ethics professor might actually be training neural networks in the afternoon.
Huh.
Or publishing stuff that pushes the field forward.
Okay.
And that work feeds directly back into the classroom, so they become creators of knowledge, not just transmitters.
Huh. And sometimes actual content creators, too, like online.
Yeah, sometimes. Using various platforms to share what they know. And crucially, they're there to challenge how you think, help you grow academically, personally.
And they write recommendation letters. That's a big one.
A huge one. They're often your first professional network connection. It's a totally reimagined relationship, really.
So it's not just a surface-level change. It's fundamental. And I bet this more informal vibe shows up in the language, too, right? The slang students use.
Oh, absolutely. The slang is a direct reflection of this. It kind of underlines that informal reality.
You hear it all the time on campus. Like someone might say, oh, he's such a chill prof.
Right, meaning relaxed, easygoing.
Yeah. Or, that class is an easy A, which tells you it's probably not going to be super demanding grade-wise.
And it gets even more specific, more nuanced, like low-key savage.
Okay, what does that mean?
It describes a professor who seems calm on the surface, but then they're surprisingly strict or maybe just brutally honest with feedback.
Yeah.
But in a way that, pushes you.
Ah, okay. I can picture that.
Or even just prof vibes. Someone just has that kind of calm, smart energy you associate with a good teacher.
Right. And you see this slang everywhere, especially with Gen Z students, right? TikTok, places like that.
Definitely. It's all over TikTok. These little observations about professors often get loads of views.
It's interesting, too, this informality. Sometimes it even pops up in how people say the word professor. I've heard variations like professor or sometimes professor.
Yeah, that can happen, especially if someone's less familiar with the standard American pronunciation.
Which is?
It's professora. So, professor. The emphasis is on the second syllable.
Professor. Got it.
Yeah. And knowing these little things like the pronunciation or the slang, it kind of signals you're familiar with the U.S. university scene. You'd hear it naturally in a sentence like, My professor explained the concept in a way that actually made sense.
Right. Focusing on the clarity, the connection.
Exactly.
So, okay, we've got the pronunciation, the slang. It makes sense then that popular culture would pick up on these modern professors too. How are they shown in movies or TV now? Is it still the old stereotype sometimes?
It's really varied, actually. You still see echoes of the old ways, but often with a twist. Like, think about Netflix's The Chair. Sandra Oh plays a professor.
Right, yeah. Dealing with all sorts of drama.
Exactly. Personal stuff, academic politics, the whole mess. Very contemporary. And then you have the other end, like Good Will Hunting.
Ah, Robin Williams, the ultimate mentor figure.
The ultimate. That life-changing mentor to a genius kid. It's almost mythical, but it taps into that deep potential of the relationship. And it's not just big movies. You've got countless YouTube vloggers, college students talking about their coolest professor or their weirdest professor.
Sharing those specific anecdotes.
Yeah, so if someone says, like, oh, he's got that Good Will Hunting professor energy.
You know exactly what they mean, that deep transformative mentorship.
Precisely. It's about impact beyond just the subject matter.
And those real-life interactions, they happen all the time. Students talk about it. Like, my university professor always starts class with a joke. Simple things.
Yeah, or she explained the topic in a super clear way. That's huge.
Or, I stayed after class to ask my prof a question. Showing that approachability.
Right, and even some professors are tough, but they care about your success.
Yeah.
That balance of challenge and support.
These aren't rare things, are they? They seem pretty common.
They are.
Yeah.
And sometimes that engagement can be, well, truly life-changing. We found this really powerful story about a guy named Marcus in Atlanta.
Oh, yeah.
Moved to the U.S., knew almost no English, really struggled for years. But he managed to get into a state university.
Wow, that's tough.
Yeah. And he meets this one professor who didn't just see the struggle, but saw, like, his potential underneath it all.
Okay.
And this professor took extra time, helped him specifically with writing, with speaking, just patient, focused help.
That's amazing.
And Marcus, he ended up graduating top of his class, became an online content creator, and now he actually teaches English to help other people.
Whoa. That's incredible.
It really is. And the insight there is, how often a student's success story isn't just about their own hard work, though that's essential. It's often linked to a specific professor who really saw them and invested in them.
Believed in them when maybe they didn't fully believe in themselves yet?
Exactly. It shows the ripple effect of that kind of mentorship.
That really underscores the professor's active role. And culturally, you see differences too, right? Like maybe in places like California or New York, the styles are even more distinct.
Yeah, you definitely see regional variations and some unique approaches. Some professors are comfortable with students using their first names, for instance.
Okay, that feels pretty informal.
It can be.
Yeah.
Others might hold discussion sections in a local cafe instead of a classroom.
Oh, cool.
And lots of them use digital tools way beyond just email, like course platforms like Canvas, sure, but also Discord servers for class chat or even Instagram for updates or sharing relevant content.
So really meeting students where they are digitally.
Right. It creates a different kind of connection, often more casual.
It sounds like overall, the student-professor relationship in the U.S. is maybe more relaxed than in other places?
Generally, yes. It tends to be more casual, more collaborative than in many other countries. And importantly, speaking up in class.
Asking questions.
Yeah, asking questions, even disagreeing respectfully with the professor. That's not just okay. It's usually encouraged.
It's part of the learning process there.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's seen as vital for developing critical thinking, for intellectual independence. It's not about being disruptive. It's about engaging with the material deeply.
Okay, so if we pull this all together, we started with that old, dusty stereotype.
The tweed jacket in Shakespeare.
Right. And we've moved through to this much more dynamic, multifaceted reality of professors today. They're mentors, researchers, sometimes creators. We've looked at the campus slang that reflects this, the cultural portrayals, and really landed on the power of that mentorship connection.
Yeah, it's a big shift from the old image.
Definitely.
And here's the final thought, the kind of provocative takeaway for you listening. Understanding all this stuff, the informal dynamics, the campus slang, the unwritten rules, the fact that professors are actual human beings.
Right, not just figures behind a lectern.
Exactly. Knowing that isn't just, like, interesting trivia.
Yeah.
It's actually a strategic advantage.
How so?
Well, it's as crucial as knowing the course material if you really want to navigate and, frankly, thrive in university, or even in your career later.
Okay.
This whole deep dive shows how paying attention to these real-life roles, these interactions, it gives you a kind of practical wisdom and understanding that goes way beyond just what's in the textbooks. It's about using the whole academic environment, the whole ecosystem, effectively.